Hello. Oh, great. I don't know what that is. Hmm, that's crazy. Hi, everybody. How are we doing tonight? I don't know what that is. This is what Stephen was talking about last night. Hi, Bonnie. Hey, Stephanie. First one to jump in the chat tonight. Good to see you. And he is right, because there's this little box right here in my chat, and I touch it to try and get rid of it, and it says new to streaming. It shared the link. That's not what I wanted it to do. I wanted it to go away, and he is correct. You can't, it doesn't go away. Even after I touch it. Watch me touch it again and do it again. See, and it's still there. Well, that's crazy. What's going on, StreamYard? That's silliness. Why is that sitting there? You can all just ignore that altogether. Craziness. Hi, Miss Laura. Welcome. Good to see you. Let's see. Can I? Oh, I can't do that. I was wondering if I could delete my own chat. There's Miss Kim. How are you doing tonight, Miss Kim? Oh, here, watch this. Let's remove them. We don't need those in there. I don't know what they're for. As I tell people that cold call me if I want it, I will go looking for it. And I assume that you all, since I don't even know what it is, it's got to be something new with StreamYard. So the bummer thing is I can't see it above in my chat now. It's covering a chat thing. Hi, Melinda. Good to see you. I know Kristen is said she had some scans, some medical checkup stuff this afternoon, and said they were going on through late this afternoon. I didn't know how she would be feeling by the time she was done. So I hollered at my my backup, Miss Kim, to ask her if she was interested in doing some modding, and here she is. Yeah, I'm hoping that Kristen will be able to at least jump in, say hi to everybody tonight. She's hoping to be able to just check in at the very least. So we'll see. How's everybody on this fine file your taxes day? I have, I have a really good memory for some things, and other things I'm like, so I was like, oh, the 16th, not a problem. We finished ours last night, I think. But I don't remember. I was like, oh, we have a whole nother day, but I don't want to do it on my live night. Heaven forbid to have to finish that up on live. So we're like, let's get them done. Haha. I thought I was like super early. No, just a day. But hey, whatever. So here we are. I am pulling together all of the craziness. It has been a long week for me. Is it blurry? Is it just me? So, hi, I'm Becky with Vintagevikingtreasures. I'm in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We had an event at our lodge this weekend, which is called Fro Coast, which is a spring brunch or breakfast, literally translated, and it's for right around spring and Easter. And that happened this evening, and I was I was in charge of the majority of it this time around, because everybody kind of takes turns and rotates who is in charge of the different events. So we fed 130 some people this weekend, and it was so it's always a big push day before, day of. So it was Saturday and Sunday. So I was a little poop this weekend, and I didn't get to go do much snooping or anything because I had to go do all the grocery shopping and all the prep work for that leading up to it. So the good news is, because I had my Pixie sale on Tuesday, I didn't use any of my things that I had found from the week before. So I have a few finds from so far this week, which isn't much. And I have my new finds from this last week. So we'll just be right caught up to all of it. Hopefully, I do have a few things that arrived in the mail. If we need to stretch, we'll go from there. Let's see. Everybody is right. I know. I told Kristen, I said, we just want to hear all the good news tonight after you're done with all of your checkups. So, I don't know. Where are we at? I am caught up on shipping. I have one last package to ship out from the last week. Other than that, everything is caught up and all the things that way. So we're still on track with that. I'm hoping to be able to leave my booth with a sale on Easter, as on Monday, I will be heading out of town for our show, our Fenton show in Springfield, Missouri, which is called the Fenton Anniversary Bash or something like that. I did post the flyer with all the information. If anyone is close, is interested in going, want to find out how far away they are from it, that you have a chance to see all the information. I posted it on Instagram and on my Facebook page. So all that information is out there for where myself, Stephen, Max, Barb, John Walk, all the people will be at for the Fenton show coming up next weekend. Right after Easter. Gotta get through Easter next. So I hope everybody has some fun plans, being able to get together with your family and all that jazz this weekend as well. Let me see. I think my chat has frozen over here. There we go. Yeah, craziness. There it goes. Scroll it up. Still won't be able to see the last item because of whatever this new bubble is. But that's the majority on the catch up for where I'm at and what's going on. We've had some beautiful weather, but they're forecasting snow, as always, coming up for Easter weekend. Seems to be the norm around here, unfortunately. We've had some beautiful days lately. Let's see. I have a few more things. Oh, that's not what I was wondering about. I don't know what that is. Okay, great. So as I get the last of this stuff unwrapped and unpacked for you, I'm thinking that basically we'll be on what I call a quick claim. I will tell you what the item is, what the price is, and if only one person comes in on it, it'll just be a quick claim and sold. If more than one person is interested in the item, then we can make it turn it into a auction style offer up on the item. So there's Geneva. Good to see you. I know. It'll melt quick though. It might not even stick around here. You just, because it's been so warm, that happens a lot too at this time of year. So, bump the cord. Sorry, guys. I don't have a lot of glass because that's the other thing I'm finishing up this week is packing up everything that's Fenton. Anything I can scrounge up that's Fenton is going to the Fenton show. So, hi, Sandy. Good to see you. It was so nice that I was able to catch you guys live today. I forget everybody else's schedule as I get going and get busy, especially with like the stuff we had at the lodge. And then I screw up and forget to go looking for you out of habit. So really good to see you tonight. Hi, Margaret. Welcome in. We're unloading the rest of this stuff here. Let's see what else we got. I'm pretty close. So this one, that one. I was wondering if I have a few things. I'm like, oh, I know so-and-so would like this. So-and-so would like that. And I don't know who's in the chat. You never know who's going to pop up in the chat, I guess. This is the last thing I'm going to pull out. Cindy B, welcome in. Good to see you as well. I know. It's actually quite crazy. The more The less winter we have, the more stuff that's going on. And then I forget about like, oh, I should be going and trying to find out if so-and-so is live because I just out of my brain. So I have a little bit of jewelry tonight. These will go for this handy thing. All right. I think I've got the desk full. I have a little bit of backup over here. I have some plush if we have time to get to it. You know, all the things, all the stuff. It is what it is. It has been a little slow, in my opinion, of what's been coming out of the woodwork around here recently, or at least what I like to pick up. On the side note, on our way out to Springfield, we're going to be taking more time to snoop on our way there this time. We have scheduled some extra time that we don't have to worry about all the driving hours, and are hoping to be able to get to a few extra shopping places along the way to Springfield next week. So on that, Miss Kim, are you ready to roll? And also, where do you want to start? Does anybody have a druthers? Somebody interested in linens or cookie cutters? Let's start there. Ready, Freddie? Okay. If anyone has an opinion, throw it in the chat. If you have questions, throw it in the chat. Let us know. Somebody will know the answer to it. And if I miss something, which I do have a big bubble, like I said, right over here, covering up the bottom chat. So I may miss something tonight. I can only see one comment at a time where I'm looking at for you guys. Otherwise, I have my laptop set over here to double check and read things. So, all right, well, fine. I'll start on linens because that is what I got going. All of the linens are going to be let's do a $4 start. $4 item. Just claim them as we go. If there's somebody who are, like I said, if there's more than one person interested, we can turn it into an offer up unless you want to just say you're out and we'll go from there. Oh, I need something to write with. Let's see. Right on. Let's do that. Hi, Ma. How are you doing? Good to see you. Right. Happy tax day, chat day. Tea towel. Keep calm. Cupcakes can solve everything. This is pretty much a standard new tea towel. It's a big one though. It's folded in thirds. That's almost 30 inches across. That is a new embroidery. Here's the back. Yeah, it's machine stitched. Claim it with cupcakes. Just for ease of everything. All the linens will be a $4 start, like I said, unless more than one person is interested, and we can go from there. Oh, would you look at that? There's another bag on the floor I missed opening up. It's all right. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of this towel available. Actually, I have 5, but one of them does have a stain on it. So there are 5 matching towels. These are vintage. They have really nice stripes of all different colors in them. So we have red, pink, yellow, green, blue, green, blue, red, all the stripes. Here's what they look like opened up. There's 4 of them in really good condition. This is the vintage Canon tag, made in the USA. They were even ironed the last time they were, looks like pressed together here, folded up. They're nice and smooth. Approximately, I would say that 32 inches, almost 3 feet by, by 18. Miss Sandy, are you in on the cupcake one or stripes? So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 stripes in really good condition, and then I have one that's got a stain on it right there. So $4 each. Okay. They all have their Canon labels. I believe they are cotton. That's what they feel like to me. And if I turn this one around the other way, they'd all be the same direction where they were ironed and pressed to be folded in thirds. No worries. You'd like the 4. I'm assuming you'd like the 4 that are not the non-stained ones. Thank you, Miss Sandy. Sandy Y. And right here. So you know, my handy dandy operating system, I have a $3 postage overage credit for you that will be applied to this purchase. So we have 4 times 4. I can't, there were 5. She's only taken 4. Striped towels. Perfect. Thank you so much. I'm going to, question. Do you want to challenge and try and get the stain out on this one? I'll just throw it in. We're not breaking up the set of 5. If you do, I will throw it in there. If you don't want it, not a worry. I will not send it to you. Cool beans. Thank you, Miss Sandy. Sure. Awesome. Buy 4, get 1 free. Next up, this has a cherry print motif. $4 start. It has the graphic, both directions. It's folded in half here. So it is 30 inches by 16 inches. Here is the vintage tag. Kitchen towel, just in case you didn't know what it was. From StarTex in South Carolina. It is in good condition. It is a little bit, the hem here is stitched. It's just come unrolled on the corner. It's just come unrolled right here on that little bit. The double stitch down. That, or they did such a horrible ironing job that it's just turned the wrong direction. So it's a very nice thick weave with the cherries. Oh, it is a little different. So there's a stripe of them this way, and then on the other end it has the 3 blocks. So it's a little different graphic. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Kim. Next up, I think we call these crocuses around here. They're one of those early bulb flowering plants, flowers in the spring. There's 16 by 28. Again, folded in half. So the graphic on this one goes all one direction, unlike the cherry where you could fold it over and go either direction. This one is up the whole way through. And we have the little crocuses in that nice lilac color, some oranges, 2-tone green, and a pink background. Again, it's been pressed. I'm looking for the tag. I don't see a tag on this one. So this would be the crocus style. I forgot if I got my chapstick out at the beginning or not. I've done enough talking this weekend. Next up, this one is almost like a dresser scarf, or for the back of, I don't know, or maybe it's just like you fold it over the bar. That's why it is. There we go. A blue floral with a red background. Miss Marilyn is in. You're on the crocus. The crocuses. In the mountains, they have white and yellow ones that pop up through the snow on those nice warm spring days. Thank you, Miss Marilyn. I have, there's a couple different senior center places that occasionally have some of these vintage towels, and I hit the jackpot last week. It's all yours. Thank you. So the red background, kind of like a lattice design. It is 34 by 14. Is there a tag on this one? There's not a oh, no tag on this one. So the pattern goes from, has the outline all the way around, has the lattice, and then you get to about halfway and you have this floral in the two-tone blue with the greens. So like hanging over a bar, you'd see that side. And it is a little bit narrower than the previous one. Pascal flowers are first up in the mountains. Oh, okay. I thought we always called them crocuses, but you know, like I said, it's a lot of things I don't remember anymore. And since we don't usually have them around here, there were some jonquils or daffodils, whatever you want to call those. Somebody planted them in the median. I saw them this morning on my way to the lodge. So Miss Cindy B on the red lattice with the blue floral. You got it, Miss Cindy. Thank you so much. My last towel has some berries and floral on it. It is 18 by 26. Again, it's a nice cotton style towel. I do not see a tag on this one. And it has the borders on both sides, then has the berries and the florals down through the middle. I'll bring that up closer. So they've kept the natural look of the towel in the middle, look like raspberries, blue, yellow, and red floral. Some poppies maybe down here. And that is the last towel I have. Miss Cindy B, you're on the red floral as well. The other red floral. I'm going to just write it on your same card here. Floral ×2 on the towels. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Cindy. What did Mom say? Good old outdoor ed. I know, and I remember them from being up at I don't remember where I saw them one year. We were up at a camp one year in the spring, and there was still snow on the ground, but it was the end of the school year, and I saw them up there. Okay, my last linen, that's what this is a scarf. It has a hand-rolled edge, hand-stitched, this beautiful aqua color. I would like to have this start at, I think it needs to start at 10. Because if I am, I will find I'm going to find the mark on it for you. First, I'm going to get you a size. It's 22. Here. 22.9. It's about 31, 32 inches. Almost square. So one way is like an inch longer than the other. Yep, up at Hydrahaji. And it has there's an all over pattern, but each corner, yes, each corner is the same. We have ballerinas. Let me see if I can get them because it's almost sheer. We have the 3 ballerinas, pinks, yellows, aquas, some greens. We have like a garland with swirls in the white in the middle. The 2 ballerinas here are on each of the straight sides between the corners. And then I'm going to try and find where I saw a mark on it because I believe I saw that it was silk. But you know, I can never find that back when I want to. It kind of has a watercolor effect. to the aqua area there. What I don't know is if someone washed it and some of the color bled, but it's a beautiful scarf. I am not coming up with a tag. I'm going to go to the last side here, do it systematically, see if we can find it. Nope. But even if you use it as a middle of a table scarf or a centerpiece, it'd be very pretty to put underneath, say, something like a piece of glass or some plastic to keep it from getting stained or spilled on. But beautiful pastel colors. So we'll put that to the side. I'm going to go ahead and offer this little guy here, even though he has like a Christmas tree in him. Everybody's always saying, you know, put a what are these called? A bottle brush tree in him. Here's a little mini elephant that somebody put the bottle brush tree with glitter, some Mercury ornaments. He's so cute. It's even looks like it's tied on with a little string. He can be $5 start. He's 5 inches tall by 2 by 1.5 inches. There is no mark underneath, but he looks to me similar to the Japan style little figurines. He's got gold highlights for his ears, his trunk, his feet, and then also the blue highlights. The tree is a very pale green color. Trunk up, good luck. And then all that glitter and little mercury glass miniature ornaments are glued into the tree as well. Even though it's not Christmas time, he's a cute little miniature. I don't know. I'm thinking he's pretty securely. Oh, he wasn't planter style. There is the base of the tree, and it is attached with that string that goes underneath. So that is that guy. He's going to go over here in the Christmas pile. I have some cookie cutters. I found some more copper cookie cutters. They are newer because they do still have their UPC codes. $3 start on choice. And these are the bigger ones again. So we have a Santa Claus with his pack. This is his pack. This is his front. These are his boots. He is almost 6 inches by 4.5 inches. And they are that 1 inch depth. So you can just say which cookie cutter by the shape. So I have Santa. I have a gingerbread man. He also is almost 6 inches tall. His hands are 5 inches across. This is their barcodes, but they are copper. So gingerbread. I have a 6-pointed or Star of David. This one is 5 inches by 6 inches. I think they're all right in there. Nice. A little bit of patina on them. This one might be, well, it had a sticker, so it might not be any much older. I'm guessing since they all came in the same group and a 5-point star, that they're all about the same age. 6 inches across. This one is a little bit smushed. You know, can pull it out to get it all nice and even on all the points. 3. 3 each. Santa, gingerbread, 6-point star, 5-point star. Any of those choices. I need to. Okay, that's going to sit to the side. Oh, and I have one older vintage bunny, the bunch of patina. Cute little design. That'll be a $3 start also. The bunny is 4 inches by 3 inches, and it's a bit wider. It's almost an inch and a half thick. Here's the compared to the copper ones. It's quite a bit deeper. But this one is super cute, little shape. And it is a little bit older, more aged. Oh, yay big. Cute little bunny cookies. I have glitter now on my desk. Imagine that. Okay, go over there. This one I picked up this afternoon on the way home from the lodge. Hello, Tracy Cakes. Good to see you. Yeah, I would think they'd be really great for, you could almost do biscuits with some of those ones that are that thick. Is a lucite seahorse. It used to have a sticker on it. It has a bracket for hanging, and it has, is it the mother of pearl or the shell in there. Why are those words not coming out tonight? Yes, abalone. But this is like, usually they came with a small one, a big one, or a medium one. This is the smallest size. He can be a $6 start because he's just the little one. The loose, I will check him to see if he fluoresces too. He's 4.5 inches tall, 2.5 inches wide, and about 3/4 inches thick with that bracket on the back. And he does fluoresce under black light. Let me get the both kinds out here. That's the $3.95. Here's the $3.65. That's right. Is it abalone, alimony, all the words. So you can see the green fluorescing of the lucite on the front there. That is the regular $3.65. And there it is with the $3.95. It lights up. So that helps us make sure that we know that this is a vintage piece as well. So, and his eyeball is like black. That is crazy. It just lights up really great. Anybody has a fish, ocean, mermaid theme going in their bathroom, that'd be super fun to add to it. To coordinate, keep your theme going. A side note. Oh, well, there you go. Maybe Kim's and my seahorses need to get together somewhere along the line here. Well, I know that the plastic, the lucite that they used for those kits. Sorry, I feel like I am out of focus. From the era of the 70s, 60s, 70s, did fluoresce under black lights. So like the plastic product that they used to create the grapes, the lucite, napkin holders, the lucite wall art, all that kind of stuff. Yes. So, hi, Miss Carol. How are you doing tonight? I'm not saying that the new stuff that they make, like I know there's been a big surge in the new the plastic pouring stuff and making things, like they'll pour a mold out of like the owl fairy light and then pour it in the what else do they call it? I do not know if the newer stuff fluoresces or not. That I do not know for sure. Or yes, resin. Because I think it kind of depends on the color. Like the chemicals that they use to make the colors depends on some of it fluorescing. But definitely the old stuff, the majority of it all fluoresced to some points, to some degree. I have another choice. And they are a collab. We have Disney and Ray Dunn collab here. They're both brand new, still have their little bows and the tags on them. So it says Ray Dunn with the green bow for Tiana. It's double-sided. It has her picture and her name. and then is marked the Princess Collection from Disney and Ray Dunn at the bottom. These will be an $8 start. They are they're like the regular size Ray Dunn mugs. And this one is Beauty and the Beast. We have their picture, which is kind of a relief as well. There's their little bow, their tag, and their name on that side. Again, this has the yellow coordinating stripe, and then Tiana's is green on the inside. So $8 choice. I know they're new, but I'm like, I couldn't leave them there. We're just at Disney in February. I couldn't leave them behind. So I think, Tracy, that there are some powders that they can put into some of the new resin pouring stuff that will like glow in the dark or fluoresce, but I don't know if like the color of the resin itself fluoresces. Oh, I do have a piece of glass, but it's because it's not Fenton. I get the words I wrote down. Okay, you two are going to sit over here. No jumping off the desk, ladies. This is a teal glass candle holder. I have one. It is a chunk. It is approximately 1.5 inches deep, and it is 3.5 inches across. The start on this will be, we can do a start at $10. I looked it up. This is 1980s Czechoslovakian glass. Some of the ones that I saw pictures of, this is where they used to push it down into the mold and get it nice and flat. So that's why they have that pattern on the bottom. Then is a single taper hole for being a candle holder. Harslav is all Czechoslovakian names. This is what I've seen. It was for a Czech glass company, and that was the designer for the Czechoslovakian art glass company. I am not going to be able to get that to come out very well, but a very pretty piece of teal glass. I would say it's at least a pound, if not more. And just for grins and giggles, I forgot that. Oh, is that one going to run out? The 365 doesn't like it. 395 likes everything tonight. Yeah, not much on the 365 tonight on this one, but the 395 really lights up. So I saw some with a little bit bigger, like a votive opening, and they were like a set of 3 for like $35. So it's a single, lady. $10 start. Or it would be even a great paperweight piece of glass. Well, no, it's not necessarily uranium. It depending on what color it glows is what chemical was used to make this color. This is almost a yellow color to me on my end. It just looks like a highlight. I mean, it just looks like it's lighting it up to me here. So I think I would have to re-look at the list to see what other chemicals glow what color. Uranium glows that bright green color and sometimes that bright yellow color. Cadmium, all that, is the orangey color. I think there's like 12 of them. I need to find that chart again and post it so I'm not constantly having to remember it. I am not good at all the extra chemicals. People love that it glows, and then uranium has been used more as an umbrella word for anything that does glow. But it is not the only chemical that reacts and fluoresces. Okay, next up, I have a brand new Winnie the Pooh card game, new in package. I was going to make sure it's in a tin, in the box. I think I can, nope, I can't even open it. It is taped shut. At the corners here, at the bottom here, it's all together. So it should be brand new, sealed in the container, $5 start. Winnie the Pooh cards, and it shows that there are characters on the suits and the back sides of both of them. So it should be 2 sets. Collector's tin and 2 decks of playing cards. Actually, I'm seeing it. I think that the store taped it shut, but I can't get it open easily. So, new Winnie the Pooh. We can double check that. If someone is interested, I can double check it because it looks like if I took my time, we could get in there if we really needed to know for sure if they're sealed. Oops, Cindy is interested. Let me see. I got one side open. And it's not, excuse me, where is my voice going? It's not taking away any of that cardboard. So let me. There we go. Here's the tin. So it's got like that 3D look at the top. Oh, yeah. They are sealed in the cellophane. I remembered that word tonight, Geneva. There they are. So Pooh in his hammock. And then the whole gang on the other deck with Tigger and the birds. Super cute. That word's still coming out tonight. Too many Norwegian things this weekend. Cindy, you got it. I'll put it back in the box. We're at $5. Cindy B. Thank you so much. All right. We did those. I found a few miniature items. This one is so cute. We'll just let him speak for himself. The little itty bitty jointed baby, ceramic. His arms and legs are wired on. Porcelain. He's got a little diaper pinned on. Let's do an $8 start for him. He is 2.5 inches tall, about an inch wide, maybe an inch and a quarter, and just about an inch deep. All white porcelain except for his face, where we've got the details. We've got like brown eyebrows, the black eyes, the red on the mouth. It's all wired, so it's not like a rubber band or, say, string. That would be, would be the word, holding them together. So, but he could sit in a little miniature shelf. And hi, Patty Rose. Good to see you tonight. Thanks for joining us. But I wasn't going to look under there for any. I don't see any marks on him. But I'm not taking off his diaper to double check. And I think I left my glasses downstairs when we were finishing up our taxes as my eyes got tired. There might be a mark. Oh, there it is. It does say Japan. It's on his back. It's across his back right here in the porcelain. So it's really hard to see. Let's see. I don't know if this helps us to see it at all. You can kind of see a couple of there you go. I see the PAN at the end. So that was probably more pressed in than the other end of it, but definitely he is a vintage little guy. I see Miss Sandy in on the baby. At 8. He hardly weighs anything. He'd probably be lucky if he's 2 ounces, honestly. All right. Thank you, Miss Sandy. Get back in his little baggie. There we go. I have one single Merry Miniature. I've had this one before. It's a Valentine's season. The raccoon from Hallmark, $3. Here's his mark and his sticker underneath. We tell what year he is. 1992. The little raccoon. He was in the Hallmark stores when I worked at Hallmark. 1.5 tall by 1 by barely 1. I don't have very many. Very Merry miniatures. There it is. Tongue twister. Left. The majority of them have all gone to my booth because we've gone through them all over all the 12 days because I've had them for at least 2 different years for 12 days. And then anything that wasn't claimed went to the booth. Well, this is a bummer. How did that? I found another piece that I missed. Did I break? See, here's what I don't know. Did I break it myself? Because it's obviously got a crack and a little bit of paint missing now, or did... He's $3 if anyone is interested. He's a little garlic clove, anthropomorphic shaker. No stopper. He is missing a little bit of paint right there and has some cracks. I don't know why. I got a elephant I was unwrapping, and they put the sticker over the tail. So I went to take the sticker off, and they covered up where his tail was broken off. I'm like, I feel like that is deceptive. If you knew the tail was broken, put the sticker somewhere else, because obviously you knew it was broken. I feel like that's just not appropriate. So that one's going back. But he will end up at the booth with an as-is sticker on it for a low price, and somebody will probably need to adopt him that way. Okay. I have a pair of shakers. They're cars with rhinestone lights. Aren't they the cutest? Bright blue glaze on them. This one even has like a chunk of salt or something inside. It'll be a surprise if you wish to investigate what it is. They're marked Japan with a sticker on the bottom. It doesn't have any more markings left on it. Start on this pair will be $7. They are approximately 3 inches long, 2¼ inches tall, and about 1.5 inches wide. But I don't see cars, especially from this era. Little roadsters. They have the little rumble seat with the tire on the back. They almost look like a roller skate to me, quick, but then, they got headlights. So, okay. Next up, I have a baby booty planter with a Hager original sticker on it. $8 start. This is that nice light cream glaze. It's a nice shiny glaze all throughout the piece. Marked Hager USA on the bottom. Big stamp. So it's marked twice. With the stamp and the sticker, we have the details of a tassel and that running through the top of the booty and the little eyelet lace detail as well. So would make a great baby little floral vase for someone here in the spring. 5.5 inches long, 3 inches wide, and about 3.5 inches tall. 3.5, 3, 5.5. It's got a lot of details. Oh, and there's a little rose up here on this side as well. Nice and clean. It would probably make a really good pen holder or something for a desk as well. Okay, you go there. A couple more miniatures. I'm not going to take this guy out of the bag. Hopefully the glare won't be too bad. $3 start. He's a little pewter miniature owl. I believe they put a little bit of tack on him on the cardboard so it stays put inside the little baggie. He is just under 1 inch tall and 1/2 inch wide. Got some really good detail on his face. And all those feathers. Oh, is it a bead? Okay, now I have to open it. I didn't know he was a bead. It looks like he's got a hole through him for being strung. Okay, come on out, owl. This is why I didn't take him out of the bag, because I didn't want to lose him. First of all, I see you, Apple. Thank you. Yes, he can be strung on a chain or whatever you want to do with them. And he does have detail on the back side as well. They just attach to the cardboard so it stay nice in the middle of the little baggie. So he's cute. All right, Miss Apple, we got you for the owl tonight. Thanks for joining, and thank you so much for your claim on that guy. Write them down. Owl pewter. Apple martini. You got it. Next in the little miniature department, I don't have, I will be probably trying to do some more miniatures to save along the way, but I don't have a bunch, so it's just as easy to add them in here as we go. This is 1 inch across each direction. Need to see if there's no marking on it. This is Georgie Porgy. It's no, Goosey Goosey Gander. It's a nursery rhyme plate. It's a 1 inch miniature printed nursery rhyme plate. And it says Goosey Goosey Gander. And there he is in his nightcap and his nightgown running away. This will be a $6 start. This is super adorable. There is no mark on the backside. Great for a miniature display, or if you're doing a little miniature assemblage, like they've been doing some of the rooms like for book scenes and stuff. This would be great for on the wall or next to a fireplace or something like that. Yeah. Apple would like the Beauty and the Beast. Ray Dunn. You got it, Apple. I'm going to put your owl right inside. That was 8 on the mug. Beauty and Beast mug. Put that in there and put your owl in there so he doesn't get lost. Thank you so much. So I just thought the graphics, I mean, the detail on that little plate is just adorable. I mean, or it's really amazing. Let's see if we can turn it enough. And you can read, it says Goosey Goosey Gander at the bottom. And there's the goose running right along with him. So great detailing on that little piece. The next I have a choice. These will be $4 choice. It'll be harder for me to take them out of the bag. If you know what Fiesta is and their little round ball salt and pepper shakers, these are miniature Fiesta shakers. They are about the size of my pencil eraser. Are so stinking cute. So this is the orange or the red orange color, and they've got I'm sure they've just dotted them to look like shakers. And then the other pair I have is yellow. And it was at one time attached to a little piece of paper to keep them both standing up straight, but that is no longer the case. So again, these are teeny tiny miniature Fiesta style round salt and pepper shakers. Yellow or orange are the choice colors of those. I thought, well, okay, focus, not on the bag. There they go. So little itty bitties, teeny tiny ones. And the last miniature I have for tonight is a little washstand. a piece of furniture. Let's do an $8 start. It is hinged at the top here and opens up to like the dry sink. And it's painted silver to look like a metal dry sink. Oh, I'll go back to the shakers. Yes, the start on the shakers was a $4 choice. I believe I see it there at the end of Kim's statement. Yep, choice $4, yellow or orange. Marilyn was in at 4. And Marilyn would want both. So M, if you're interested in either of them for it would be turn it into a offer up. If you wanted to go for it or be out to Marilyn, one of the two. So you need to be in at 5 or higher. Let's see, shakers. Yellow or red. And M is out. Thank you so much. And Marilyn looks like she's going to take both. Perfect. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to stick those right on here. Make sure we don't lose those. Right like that. Thank you. Okay, so I don't know where I left off. I think I said $8 start on this little dry sink cabinet piece of furniture. It has the hinge for the silver painted dry sink, and then it has the open door with a couple shelves in it. Like that. It is 4 inches tall, 2 1/4 inches wide, and 1.5 inches deep. It does have a sticker on it. It says made in Taiwan, Republic of China. Well, that should really narrow. I think that's 80s-ish, I believe. It would be a great place to see. You could put your little plate on there that you're washing in the sink. What else do we need? Oh, we could put the baby in the sink. We could wash the baby in that little basin. I bet you he'd fit. Sandy, can we? Oh, yeah. See? Practically. A little baby almost fit in the sink. Because, we've all been washed in the sink at some point in our life, right? We got Sandy in at 8. And it does have a little bit darker finish on the... Nope, it's all the way around. The bottom does not have any stain on it. It looks like it just needs a little touch up. Usually what Mom would do is just take that furniture polish with a little bit of stain in it, and it evens out all of the colors. So Sandy is in at 8 on the mini cabinet. Perfect. Thank you so much. I am looking forward to going to the miniature show again. The big round that they have is in the fall here in Denver. I picked this up today. She is adorable. Look at her wings. I think we need to start her at, let's start her at 8. I'd probably put 12 to 15 at my booth. She's, on her belly, feet in the air, got her hands up under her chin. She's got a little polka dotted handkerchief or hood over. Nice pastel bisque style with black tips on the wings. The only thing that is a shiny finish is her is over her head, the little scarf over her head. The rest of her body, her face, her wings are all that bisque finish. I don't see any mark on the bottom. She probably had a sticker right there originally. But I was really surprised that she had all of her toes, fingers, and wings when I picked her up. So approximately a little over 3 inches wide and almost 3 inches tall. And that makes her just about 2.5 inches deep. Excuse me, 1.5 deep. So M. Brown is in on the little fairy. You got it, M. Fairy girl. M. Brown fairy girl. Got all the information. Perfect. All right. We did that one. I have a couple pieces of jewelry I picked up. I need to have some jewelry sales. I really do. You see my jewelry stockpile right there? Yeah. But these are all a ocean or sea themed pieces. I don't think. Yeah. Well, it's marked something. Don't know if we can see it or not. All right. Well, we'll go for it. I will do an $8 choice. The first one is this shell. They've taken a real shell, gilded it all the way around, made it into a pendant, and then it is on this chain. The chain has a 12-inch drop, and it has the style clasp that you pinch and pull it out for a safety clasp. Now I gotta put it back in there. There it is. Woo, okay. So that chain all the way up. And the shell itself is, I think, almost a 3-inch long pendant. Yep, almost 3 inches. So that is the first choice. Second choice is a beaded necklace with that barrel twist clasp. I believe this is handmade. It has the shells and the little silver barrel beads. And it comes down to a seahorse that has been made into a pendant. Oh my goodness, I can't get him. There he is. He's so lightweight. But he is missing the very tip of his tail that curled up. I'm sure we do. 8-inch drop on the necklace, and the seahorse is 2.5 inches long. And the last choice is gold tone sand dollar earrings. They are posts. Oops, there we go. And then it has the sand dollar embossed, all the details on them. I do not see any marking on the earrings either. I think it was just somebody's, I love the sea, and it was a whole little collection. Shell, seahorse, sand dollars. They are approximately 3/4 inches across on that pair. And again, we have the shell, the seahorse. Whoop, whoop, come on now. Everybody cooperate. There we go. And the sand dollars choices. When I first saw these in the picture, I thought the whole thing was metal. I didn't realize it was a real shell that they had turned into the pendant. The seahorse and the shell both look metallic in the pictures. So it was a surprise when I picked them up. And put those back in their box so they don't go anywhere. We did that. There. Let's do these two pieces. Right at 9 o'clock. Thanks everybody for joining. I appreciate you coming tonight, hanging out with me, chatting, all the things, thumbs up, subscribing, all the fun things. I have a choice of these little pottery pieces. Terracotta clay with the white glaze with the cobalt accents. Looks like it was dipped into the glaze. Choice will be $8 each. Similar pattern. I think they were kind of coordinating artisan pieces. 2 inches. This one is all 2 inch by 2 inch by 2 inch, and the bigger one is 2 by 2 and about 2 1/4, just a little bit, 2.5 inches tall. It's just a little bit taller, and maybe it's a little bit wider too. So with the cobalt, with the terracotta, sure is a really pretty combination. Let's go over there. All right. I'm going to take a sip. Oh, Miss Cindy's in at 8. Thank you. I'll sip for the lag on the terracotta pots, I'm assuming. Hopefully we don't have too far of a lag where she's back. Oh yeah, they would be cute with a little cactus. And they almost were probably, I have a really narrow ledge on my window above my sink. If you have a nice ledge above and get some good sunlight in there, they would be cute on a windowsill. So pottery, vases. Cindy B is in at both. Thank you, Cindy. Perfect. I like this doing it first once. It goes really fast that way. Oh, I have a couple books. That's what I hadn't finished over here. I have 2 books to look at. This one will be $3. Who is Walt Disney? Kind of like it's not an autobiography, but a biography for a younger, let's see, does it have sometimes on the back they have the reading level, but I don't see it there. I would guess 3rd, 4th grade, maybe ish, based on the font. But they do a whole series. I've seen 3 or 4 other different ones, a couple different presidents, or like Betsy, was it Betsy Ross who did the flag? Different people like that throughout history. But Walt will be $3. And then I have a larger hardcover Disney book. This will be a $7 start. This is a little golden book. Disney Read It Yourself storybook, but it is about 1 inch thick. It has a whole bunch of different stories in it. Table of contents. So it has 6 stories in it, full color, and the printing of this one is 1991. So we're at 34 years. And some of the stories obviously had previous copyrights from that, but nice big pictures for someone who is, about the age of someone who has learned all of their words. And then it's not so much that it's overwhelming, but a whole bunch of different stories in there with lots of graphics. Excuse me, face. That is I think I said $8 start on the golden book, Disney golden book. One goes there. This one goes here. Okay, what else is in that? We'll look and see that in a minute. I have a few plush. I have a tie. This will be the Beanie Boo, but he has the little paws that are embroidered on all his feet. He is $3. And here's his name, Fritz. Maybe a Doberman. They're so cute. $3 on Fritz. This one should probably go in my fall bin. But that feels like forever away since I just put it away. Let me see if I can. It's a little, I don't see if there's any. Oh, there's a tag. There's a tag. Same thing. Let's do $3 for, this is a Boyd's. Come on, cooperate. There's his tag. Boyd Collectibles, but it's a little mouse inside a pumpkin. I can feel his legs. So what I don't know, and he's attached like with a little stitch right here, but I think if you untied this, you could probably get the little plush piece out, but he is a little bitty one. So that is a $3 start also. Next, newer tags. This guy will be $4. This is a one of those lovey blankets that has the plush animal attached to the blanket. It's a little flamingo in this pink fleece. Oh my gosh. Little satin edge made by Cloud Island. Also has on the tags over here. Flamingo will be I think I said 4. That'll be a deal. Super deal. Let's see. How about this guy? I believe anchor hawking? I'm not sure. The chevron measuring cup style cobalt piece. These generally run at shows somewhere between $18 and $25. I would start this one at $15. It's a bit rectangular shape. Does not have a mark on the bottom. It is, with the handle, it is 5 inches wide by 2.5 inches deep and just over 4 inches tall. I don't get these very often. They get snatched up pretty quick around here. It's a nice cobalt color. How are we doing, Kim? Am I like speeding through everything? Your fingers catching fire? I'm going crazy fast? What? Couple more plush. This one is new in bag. It's a Sesame Street character. I don't remember her name. She does stuff with Elmo. Don't she have her name on the made by Gund? It's Abby. So there's her tag. Gund, Abby. That little fairy wing. Almost 11 inches tall. $5. I'm surprised that they even left her in her original bag. It looks like ordered from somewhere. Cute little stitched face embroidered on and yarn hair. And this guy I couldn't leave behind. I haven't seen this line before. I might have to keep my eye out for them. It's called Living on the Veg, because I mean, how clever is that, first of all? And he's a mushroom, so he would be a $3 plush. Got little sparkly fabric underneath, nice plush on top, anthropomorphic little embroidery on the face. His feet match underneath the mushroom head. Living on the Veg. I might need to look them up and just out of curiosity, see what other kind of critters they make out of vegetables. We got Glowy Girl in. Which one are you in on, Carol? On the mushroom? I think the other, yeah. This would be the closest one that was a $3 one. I'm kind of sad that I'm going to miss some local shopping now that I am done with my Fro Coast. I get to, but then we're going to be gone for a week and home for a week and then gone for 3 weeks. So I'm going to be out of my routine for a while. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. But I thought he was super, super cute. Oh, for cute. Don't you know? I have a hand. Oh, goodness. Somebody's talking about me. A hand-carved wooden spatula. It has like a little rawhide or leather strap for hanging it for either decor and or storage. Are there? I'm going to have to look those up. Now, this is a really nice size spatula. It is 3.5 inches wide, and then it is 12 inches long. Has one little ding on the corner right here. I think if we put a little bit of wood glue in there and clamped it down, it would take care of it. I'm guessing it might have been dropped right on that corner. And a little bit of oil would brighten it right up. Actually, there went that piece. It just popped out right in my hand. So it's missing that corner now. I do have it, came out in my hand, but let's see, move it over here. I'll see if I can remember to try and glue that guy in. So, did I say a start? I didn't. It would be $8 on the wooden spatula. As is, I mean, it's probably, if they're handmade, these probably originally go for $25, $30 from the original artisan. Unfortunately, it got dropped. If you had sandpaper, you could probably smooth that out as well right there. It would. I know, Stephanie, that autocorrect is getting you, isn't it? Dang autocorrect. Okay, what else? We got that. Those guys. That guy. Oh, here's one that I didn't get to the other night when I had a bunch of plush. He'll be a $6 start. He's a big guy. He is a lion holding a heart. That's how big he is on my shoulder. $6 start. We find that he's never been loved upon. He has got really great plush. There's his tag. I don't see a specific brand on him, but he was in really good shape. So that's why he came with me. Large. I mean, in sitting, he would be 14 inches tall. And his legs are about 11 inches from his toes to his tush right here. Whoa. Back together. There we go. $5 start. This is an Eric Carle themed, like the Etch-a-Sketch with the book for the letters. He's the author of The Hungry Little Caterpillar. This book is about 13 by 9, about an inch thick. The board book has all the letters in it for practicing how to write. And then this has that magnetic pencil for, VC right there. It looks like W, but that's what and then it just clears right off and you start over again. Has a handle for carrying it around. And I think there is a little piece of cardboard here that attaches on the back right there. That's got it's just not connected right there on that side of the handle. But other than that, it's in really good condition. Originally, 22 is when it was copyright. 3 and up is the age on it. It doesn't have the original price on it, but it'd be a good activity for the car. Okay. This is for later. This is for later. Did I get? Oh, okay. We have time. I'll get into this last bag that I forgot to open. It'll be a surprise for all of us. Give Kim a chance to cool her fingers off and catch up. I'll get another sip for the lag. We'll see what we got here. I have some kids, what are they, the cloth books? Okay, you go there. $2 each. They have all the noises in them. This one is shapes. This one is transportation. And this one is, where's the front of it? There's the front, fruit. I don't see who made them, but they do have like a little loop that you could put them on the chain so they don't fall off of the stroller or car seat or whatever. Those are little kids' plush books. Then it must be something breakable because they're in paper. Oh. This one was a little bit after St. Patrick's, but I went ahead and picked them up. This guy will be a $4 start. It's a little leprechaun with his cauldron with a candle. It's produced by Russ. It's right there. Ceramic, painted, glazed. He is about 5 inches by 3 inches and about 3 inches tall. Looks like there was a warning label here about where the candle would be, probably for how close you get it to something, you know, being on fire and all that stuff. I don't see a lot of St. Patrick's, so that's why I went ahead and picked these up, even though it was after the holiday had passed. This one is come on now, an Irish coffee mug. I'd do 4 here. I'd probably put 5 or 6 on it in the booth. It says wearing of the green, or wearing all the green. And on the back, it has a recipe for the Irish coffee. There's no marking on the bottom, but it has a nice handle with a gold trim. I'll get the rest of that sticker off for you. And a gold trim on the bottom. I liked this one because of the shape of the handle. It is also another mug. It can have the same start price. Okay. This stuff is fresh picks, guys. You're definitely getting first dibs. Irish coffee with the shamrocks and the handle. Not the shamrocks are the same as clovers. Shaped clover. Green trim on the top of the mug. Does not have any marking underneath. Plain on the back side, but the Irish coffee pattern with the clovers on the side. This one is just over 4 inches tall. The Irish coffee mug one is 5 inches tall. So a little bit taller from one to the other. That foot gives it a little extra height. Oh. Now, I'd be willing to ship this, but it would probably need to not be with anything else that's really heavy and or big and breakable. Let me make sure. Oh, see, it's got a little roughness on the spout, but I got this teapot. Pastels, purples, yellows, greens, a teal on the sash. It looks like a dress. So cool. A little floral design, kind of like lilacs or what? What are they called? Grape hyacinths? I don't know. Got me on the floral on this one. This would be probably a $12 start. It's probably over £1 to start with. So it would need to be in a bigger box by itself to arrive alive. I'm going to move the sticker and see if I see any mark underneath it, but I don't think I do. It's not peeking out yet. No, there's no mark underneath it. Nothing underneath. I don't think that this had a lid on it because there's nowhere for it, like a lip for it to sit. Usually there's like an indentation for the lid to not fall off when you pour the tea. So my guess is it didn't have a lid to start with. It has a tiny roughness right here on the end of the spout, but I can't tell if that is I think it's a little bit of the glaze missing. So, but I had not seen anything like that and thought it was super cute. Imagine that. I think we are close to the end for tonight. Let me see what else I have over here. Oh, well, I can do these two. And then I'll just have a sneak peek for one of the upcoming sales. I have some teddy bears that are handmade artisan bears. They are super neat. This will be a choice. They're glass, like those dump molds where they dump a glob of glass in, they push it to flatten it out, pull it out. Here's the bear that it shows. We're being $8 start. These would probably be 12 to 14 in my booth. This one is just a little bit bigger, still a bear. You can kind of see right here where the mold, or overflowed the mold just a little bit. There's not a mark on them. I don't know who made them. They probably need a little bit of cleaning. They're a little dusty. I'm getting a tad. Yeah, no glow. No glow what's on them. Yeah, Glass Bear's Choice. This one, the smaller one, is just under 3 by 2.5, about an inch thick. And this one that's a little bit bigger is right at 3 inches by 3 inches and about an inch thick. They're not too much bigger. And he has his one hand up over his eye, and all his feet and hands are right in front of him, all his limbs. So that's the difference in the design of the two. So that's what might be a dress. Right. I would think, yeah, it could have had a doll head. You could display it with a doll head in it. Definitely would work. So the last one I have is a ceramic bear. He's just about 1.5 inches tall, about that wide. He has a felt base, and here it says he is Austin, hand painted. Was he made somewhere? Hand painted treasures, and it comes in this little treasure box. He would be an $8 start. So yeah, it says Treasures by Paw Prints. Has a little cushion for him to sit in, like a little treasures trunk shaped box. So I'm sure that was a whole line that they did little different bears. But this guy is waving, and I think he's resin because he's very lightweight. And there's like a little paw print thing at the back for the treasure, by Paw Prints. It's a paw print with the initials in the bottom of it for the brand. He's about this big. So I ordered some items that came out of an estate that the person had a whole bunch of collectible bears. Like some of the bears were from the 80s and the 90s when they went for original prices were in the hundreds of dollars, which nobody can get anymore. But I picked up a few different colors, different shapes, different sizes. They're pretty cute, if I do say so myself. And I forgot there's this other little ceramic one who was a trinket box. He would be a $9 start. I don't think he has, he has papel giftware made in China on the bottom. And he is a resin. So the rest of them are all plush, made from like mohair and suede and everything like that. So I think I will put them in my box for taking them on the road. He's 3 inches tall by about 2 inches wide and opens up those little trinket box style. Because I need to have a backup box for next week, because I will have only been on the road Monday and Tuesday so Tuesday earlier in the day, and we'll be on our way towards Kansas City for that night before we head on over towards Springfield on Wednesday. And I'm hoping that we can hit 3 or 4 stores on Tuesday for sure. And I believe we will be, since the first was a Tuesday, it will be the 4th Tuesday next week. So Stephen will be on with us as well. And I think he will have a few visitors because there's a few people staying at his house on our way to Springfield that they'll be heading there too. So we might have some extra folks making some cameos next Tuesday as Stephen and I have our live sale. So I will be on the road. Stephen will still be in Alabama, and I will be on the road the week following as well on the way home, or I'll be right home. Have gotten home that night, so everything fresh out of the car from what we did snooping and shopping on the way on the other side of the show. So I think that kind of goes through everything that I pulled out. I have some dishes that I got today, but those will be going towards the BTS. And I have some carnival glass that I just got in a box, but I haven't got that sorted out yet. So there's a few fun things still coming out of the woodwork that I haven't unboxed yet because I'm getting ready for these live shows coming up. But if there's anything you're looking for, if you have a specific color, shape, pattern, size, anything like that that you have on your want list, your wish list, send me an email, send me a comment after the video. Let me know what you're looking for, because as I am doing all this traveling up in the next couple months, I don't know that I don't know that you're looking for it unless you tell me what it is. I love picking up what catches my eye and the kind of things that I like. That's my favorite way to do it, for you guys to bring you a curated treasures from my travels. But if there's something you really want, let me know so I can keep my eyes out for it as well. And, I can always pass that on to somebody else, because there are people that we meet up with from all over the country when we do these shows, and they'll say, oh, I saw such and such. And you go, oh, well, I know somebody who's looking for that. And we can connect everybody, all networking across the country that way. So thank you, Miss Kim, for your extra modding skills this evening. I appreciate it so much. Thanks everybody for hanging out. Your purchases, the thumbs up, all the things in the stuffs. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate it. It'll be fun to hit the road again for a little while. It'll be a short trip, but we're praying and hoping for no rainstorms. That's why I put up rain or shine, we'll be there. We had a lot of rain last year, so I'm hoping for sunshine this year. But everybody have a great night, and I'll see you next week. Good night, everyone.